Good, Bryson. Joe Icona with GoBlackKnights.com. How was practice today?
It was great, great, high spirited, high energy. It's one of our best practices of the year, I think.
Good stuff. You've had an interesting first season as quarterback. I think in your first four games, you'd probably agree you've grown a lot. You've seen a lot. You've gotten a lot of game reps in. You've had some highs and some lows. Specifically, I'm sure with Coach Monken and Coach Thatcher's emphasis and Coach Worley's emphasis on protecting the football. The interceptions have come up. What do you think's the number one thing you can do to minimize your interceptions going forward?
Just trust the progressions, trust what I've been taught on reading defenses, seeing what they're doing, seeing what they're giving us, and just really taking what they give us and not trying to make the crazy play, not trying to make the perfect throw, just taking the easy stuff that they're giving us. That's something that when I do that, we don't turn the ball over. So that's really been the focus in the bye week and this week as well.
And you guys have had some success through the air so far, for sure. What do you think? Is there anything Coach Thatcher and Coach Worley have you focusing on in terms of RPOs or trying to complete some quick passes? Isaiah Alston and Noah Short have both had kind of breakout seasons early on and both done a great job. Of course, the tight ends as well. I mean, you have a lot of weapons to throw to. Anything specific you guys are focused on to maybe try and open up the passing game a little bit in the later half of the games?
Like you said, we have a lot of weapons all over the place. And so we've really been focused on, getting the ball to those guys in different spots in the field, not just, staying inside the box of our linemen, trying to get it to those weapons, let them make plays. And that's something we've been trying to do all season, and that's something we'll continue to do going forward.
And you've had a lot of success in the running game, specifically your Army's leading rusher to date. Of course, getting a lot of great lead blocks from Jacoby Buchanan, the offensive lineman. Has the power running game always been a strength of yours prior to coming to West Point in high school, or is this something you've developed over the last couple of years?
I ran a lot of similar, quarterback power stuff in high school. That's something I've done a good amount of my life, but coming here, the coaches really emphasize it, especially in the old offense, and now as well, that hadn't changed. We do a lot of drills that help us get better at that type of stuff. And then, like you said, the great O-line, that's a power running O-line. And then Jacoby, having him blocking in front of you is pretty sweet. So, it's been nice.
Absolutely. And last question for you, kind of a fun non-football question. Academic major, what'd you choose and why?
Engineering management major. I've always kind of been interested in engineering, and I knew this was a great engineering school. But I've also have a sister who's on the business side of things. So it was kind of a good mix in between engineering and business. So that's really what drew me to that.
That's interesting. Just kind of follow up to that, since you mentioned your sister and her business background. Long after your Army career, have you guys ever thought of partnering and going into business together?
She's gonna make it big someday, and she's already making some good money. So hopefully that can work for her. Hopefully she got a spot for me someday.
Good stuff. Thanks, Bryson.
Yep. Thank you.
Hey, Bryson, Ken Kraetzer, CaMMVetsMedia. Good to see you. Hey, let's start with a positive. Tell us about the pass play at the end of the Syracuse game to Noah Short, 80 yards. How did that develop?
I was just vertical routes and went through my progression, made the play that was there. Noah ran a great route. I think it was busted coverage in the secondary. Noah ran a great route, had great protection, and that's how it's supposed to look.
Very good. And you were 9 of 21, 2 interceptions, 145 yards. What do you take away from the game that, you look at the film, what'd you learn from the game, from the Syracuse game?
Yeah, like you mentioned, 2 interceptions, unacceptable. Not going to win many games like that. 9 for 21, that's not efficient. So fixing that, becoming more efficient, taking care of the ball, that's what's going to win games for us. That falls on me. That falls on the quarterback. So that's something I got to fix, and I'm going to fix that going forward.
Absolutely, yeah. Tell us a little bit about what you've seen at Boston College on tape and another ACC school. What does their defense look like?
Yeah, they got some athletes all over the field. A lot of good players. They've done some good stuff this year. They've gotten better each week as you see them on film. Progressing throughout the season, they've gotten better each week on defense, and they're going to get better this week for us. So if we just do what we're supposed to do, it doesn't really matter who we're playing. But yeah, they're a good defense with some really good athletes.
Thanks, Bryson. We'll see you on Saturday.
All righty, thank you guys.
Thanks,
We
everyone.
get Ken McMillan first.
Hey, Bryson, Ken McMillan from the Times-Herald Record.
Yeah, we have time for one. Bryson's got to run, but
so-
give one real quick.
Sorry, I just had
Yeah.
one question.
Bryson, obviously, ULM was tough, two interceptions against Syracuse. Was it tough not being able to get right back into it with the off day on Saturday, or are you appreciative of having that?
No, it's always tough when you have to sit with a loss for 2 weeks. That hurts, but it made for